All right.
If we don't see you again tonight, it was great meeting you.
We'll be back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For more whiskey.
I've got
Yeah.
Jack.
We'll be here.
The Jack might be a little warmish. It's been sitting in the Jeep all day. But, you know, hey.
It works. We have ice cubes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's
we'll
up,
be here.
Overlanders,
Cool.
Overglampers?
Enjoy.
All right.
We're saying goodbye to our neighbors.
Okay.
Hello, Andrea. My sister just joined.
Oh, hello.
So, today we're at Overland Expo, and our local whiskey is Oregon Spirits Distillers American Bourbon. It was their
Straight.
highest rated, straight American bourbon. It was their highest rated one when I went to Total Wine. They had like 4 different things. They had a rye, bourbon. I don't know what the other 2 were. Anyways, it says, born in the heart of Pacific Northwest, our bourbon matures 4 years beneath Oregon's sun until its frontier spirit is perfected. 4-grain mash, small batch distilled. It's pretty good. I took a drink of it, and lots of vanilla. I don't know. That's what I tasted. But it was good. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, I like it. I think second class is
Better than the
better.
first? I definitely had to have
as
it
always.
watered down a little bit.
But yeah, like our neighbor says, it's all good.
Yeah.
There's no bad whiskey, so
Yeah,
I
he's
agree with
drinking
that.
out of a
I agree
coffee
with
cup
this.
that says probably whiskey in it.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like that cup.
not coffee. Could be coffee. So we're going to save this as the second podcast for Overglamping. It'll be like a mini podcast
Okay.
and upload it to Spotify and wherever else, because apparently you can download videos.
You got to
YouTube
put it on the
and
others, because I don't do Spotify.
Oh, you do Pocket Cast, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it on Pocket Cast. So Overland Expo, you've been here a day longer than me.
I have.
I ran into alignment issues after putting my lift on and messed up my timing.
I didn't do that. That's why I was here.
You adhered to the schedule. I did not, due to other outside circumstances. So what'd you think, David?
I am really enjoying myself.
Yeah, because you have a whiskey and you're on your second?
No, I just think it's really cool seeing all the stuff, first time. A lot of stuff to see, a lot of really interesting ideas for the rig, for your rig, for Garrison's rig.
What about for your rig?
I said for my rig.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear for your rig.
I like all the people here are like super nice. It's cool being around other people that understand what overlanding is when you say the word, even though it's
What is that?
a weird word. But
You rock climb with vehicles?
yeah.
That's
And not,
usually-
like,
that's the usual.
even just walking around the parking lot and seeing everyone's stuff is like
Yeah.
really cool. Even our neighbor's like setup is amazing. We were just talking about how they're like building it, putting it together, all the amazing stuff. It's really cool. I love it.
Yeah. Our
What
neighbor,
about you? What
our
do you
neighbor has a Jeep with an LT1 in it, not a LS3. Yeah, LT1. Because the motor blew, and when a motor blows on a Jeep, why wouldn't you put a 6.2 liter V8? Oh, and transmission. Well, then you have to, right? I'm having fun. I've been to SEMA before, as you know, and it's definitely, I mean, it's still commercial here because there's obviously vendors, and that's what it is, yeah. But it's much less commercial feeling than SEMA. But SEMA also, like, you have to be in the industry to even get in. You know, it's not open to the public. You have to prove you're part of, you know, a business and all that that's related to automobiles or fabrication or something. So I like the crowd much better than I did at SEMA.
Yeah, it's more focused.
Yeah, it's more focused on overlanding. There's way more education. Like at SEMA, I think I tried to get into a few of the electric conversion classes, and they were really hard to get into, or maybe I just timed it poorly, like my alignment. But yeah, I like it a lot. Seeing the vendors is good. Seeing the stuff on the vehicles is good, too.
What was your favorite thing today?
Favorite thing? I'll say coolest thing, those Earth Roamers.
Yeah, that's pretty
Those are bad to the bone.
bad.
You saving up for one?
I don't think I have the. I
Never
don't.
achieved that.
I don't think I have $1 million or whatever it takes.
$500,000.
Oh, $500,000. Our neighbor says $500,000 bucks.
Jeez.
It's less than I thought, but they're bad to the bone. Besides that, finding a vendor that would give me sunscreen, which required me to buy something. I mean, they didn't require me, but I felt obligated. But it was something I needed anyway. Did you get sunscreen?
No, he didn't.
Oh, go to the the first vendor
Scout.
was Tactical. They sell bags. Tactical Arsenal. Oh,
Yeah.
gotta go
I think
look.
that's something like that.
Hold on.
But Scout Campers, they had a bunch of sunscreens out on the table.
Okay.
And they're like,
Sorry.
for free, use them.
Arc,
And it was amazing.
Archangel Tactical. They gave us some.
Okay. We'll look for that.
They were nice. We were like, hey, you got any sunscreen? Because they had like med kits and stuff like that. They gave us some. And then yeah, Scout was the only vendor that
They're
thought to
different.
bring sunscreen. And I'm just like, it's burning up here. The
Yeah.
sun's out. Like, why wouldn't you have a bunch of sunscreen bottles with your names plastered all
I'm
over?
going to start an Overlanding sunscreen company, and I'm going to be here next year.
You probably make
Gonna make so
a
much
lot of
money.
money. Yeah. What else? Realizing I needed to get an awning sooner than later. That
You
was
picked
another
one out?
fun thing. I
You know
did.
what you want?
I know which one I want, but I also know which one I'm going to get. I want the bush.
That one's nice.
Yeah, I'm excited because I
Yeah.
got on and off.
Yeah.
What did you like about that one the best? Why was that the best?
The
The bush.
what's it called? The supports are super strong. Don't require you to drop the legs down.
Even without seeing that guy's sister hang on it?
Yes. Yeah.
Probably walked by
We didn't get the
that.
demo.
He hung on it and did pull-ups, and I said, "Are you required to do that?" And he said, "Not required, but highly encouraged." That's the one I would pick, but it's definitely the highest dollar one, of course. So I think I'll go with the Overland Vehicle Systems. I like that one a lot too. It's nice.
That one's good.
Yeah, the bigger one
So I
though.
think for the value. Of
The
it.
value, yes. I think it's definitely hits the right spot price-wise. What
It's
about you?
pretty good quality. Well, I already got my awning. So.
No, what was your favorite thing?
Oh, my favorite thing. I mean, yeah, getting free sunscreen was key. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Which I missed the back of my legs.
I wouldn't be alive right now, probably. I think. I mean, I really like those scout campers, and being able to see like those in person is pretty cool.
Do you really think you'll rip your rack, your soft topper, and your tent off and put
No,
one
I'm
in?
not gonna get one, but
Oh.
I want a DIY one.
You had lots of questions for not wanting to get one.
Well, I just want to know about it.
Oh, okay. It seemed like you were ready to get one.
I also like to test their knowledge
Oh.
on the products.
She was good. She was probably one of the better people we talked to.
Yeah, there are people that just BS you, and you're like, I actually know more about
Or
this
they're
than you
there
do.
to hand out stickers or something like that.
Oh yeah, there was the sticker handouter
the sticker lady.
that was like, don't ask me any questions, I just hand out stickers.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So we're not there late.
It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. So Scout campers.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, just like kind of overwhelmed. I don't know, maybe my favorite thing were the classes and
Yeah.
not like a thing.
I wish
I
I
did
would
like a cooking class. I did a overland trip planning class, and then we did. It was kind of weird. We almost got like we were being interviewed for that last one, where it's like tips about overlanding with kids, which was it was cool though. Actually, that it was so small. Like we were the only ones that showed up.
Yeah, one other lady, but she left halfway through.
Yeah, I think if it's not like a thing that we're talking about, if it's just like what was here, I would say the classes for me.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to go to more classes than the one I went to. I want to go to that one tomorrow, but we can't. We got to leave earlier than that. There's one on setting up your suspension for overlanding, which I have brand new suspension, so want to get some tips on that. But heavy on the classes, which is nice. All right, so what's the favorite thing that you would buy for your vehicle? How about that?
Right now?
I don't. What does now have to do with that? At any point in time.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of stuff on it already.
Yeah.
And so there's not much I want to put on it right now.
Oh, you need nothing.
I don't, well, need is a strong word in anything, right? Like, we can go out with nothing but, like, a tarp and make it happen.
That's true.
You know, all of this stuff is kind of overglamping, right?
That's more than a tarp, yeah.
Yeah. So you're asking, like, with my setup now, or if I could replace anything or just get anything?
If you could get anything.
I mean, I would like the Scout Camper, like I just talked about.
That's funny. All right, with your setup now.
But, like, realistically?
Yeah. Your lift kit?
What I
Later,
need...
guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need that, though. And I want to spend the time to research that more. But yeah, I would definitely get the lift kit from All Dogs Off-Road.
They were super nice.
They were super awesome, answered all my questions.
Where are they based out of?
They're like in Nebraska or Kansas or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I have to look. I should know that. But yeah, they're super cool, and their stuff is great.
Yeah, they were nice.
And reasonably priced for what you get, and just very, like, to the point of doing the lift thing and not being, like, crazy about it.
And you told me they were the ones that are co-op, right?
They're a co-op, yeah. So
Pretty
they
cool.
they all own part of it that work there, and they just want to do, like, cool stuff. So
It's going to be interesting to try to find, like, when they have to grow, to find the right people.
I don't know. They might be just happy. I mean, you saw them. They were like,
Well, I know they were
chill
super
and-
happy, but like when you need to bring somebody in, like,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
got to
sure.
find the right. Like, that's a big, much more of a culture fit than any other job. If you have a co-op and it's only a few people, and
Yeah.
you got to be really into overlanding, you know. Yeah.
But I mean, since they've gotten so popular, they probably would have a lot of candidates to choose from.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But what do you think about that? I mean, what I need most besides that is, I mean, I kind of wanted like, it's so cliche, but it's like the Overland backpack, like the Trasharoo style. But the problem is that they all make them for rear tires, like on a carrier, and you strap them to the tire. I want one that straps to my truck tailgate and doesn't scratch it up. And when I put it down, it like folds out. And there's like one manufacturer that does it in Canada that has something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like hard to get, it's expensive. I didn't see it here. I was hoping to find something around that, but I couldn't find anything.
What is I'm not familiar with the Trasharoo. How does it attach to the rear tire?
Yeah, so it has like straps that attach around the tire, and then you can just put all your trash or stuff that you don't want to carry like inside in that, or just even extra stuff. And it just is like this rugged bag that sits on the back. And everyone's like, oh, it's the Overlanding backpack.
Do you line it with a trash bag? And then
You
it's just a rugged
can.
bag on the outside?
You can. Yeah, like people put their trash in a trash bag and then put it in there. Or some
Okay.
people store their like toilet stuff in it so they don't have to bring it in.
Yeah.
Or just anything like dirty, you can just throw
How does
in
it?
there.
It straps to the tire.
Yeah. You know, like most Jeeps have a rear tire on
Yeah.
the back.
So they don't make straps that are just big enough to go around your tailgate?
They do, a lot of them, but I haven't found one that I felt like really cool with.
Okay.
Because they're usually like, oh, you can kind of rig it up around your tailgate, even though it's made for strapping to a tire. I want one that's like made for it, and it maybe has like a protector that goes on the tailgate itself,
Yeah.
that then the bag straps on top of that. And I've seen like images of it somewhere, but I couldn't find anything here. But that's what I was really looking for that I couldn't find, and what I would have gotten if I found it,
Yeah. Besides sunscreen.
besides sunscreen.
Who was your favorite vendor to talk to?
I mean, I think that 63 What is it? 63.
63 Industries. Yeah,
Industries.
they were chill.
They were really nice and very, very friendly and really like open to
Feedback.
building what you wanted, which
Yeah.
was cool. I really like All Dogs. We just talked about. They're super nice and super chill and seemed like it's a great company. I think those two were my favorite.
Yeah.
What about you?
63 was cool. I like them. You know, it's good to talk to people that are new, like you or like us, like me, whatever, and hear like what they're doing. So that was nice. I tell you what, the Pelican girl was cool. She was nice. I don't know her name, but she was super nice. I was super upset they didn't bring any Pelicans with them to sell, but she was nice.
She was very helpful.
But the one that almost sold me something right then and there was the Scottle.
Oh, when you got the burger cider.
Yeah, it wasn't about the burger. The guy was super
was
cool, and he was like, you know,
Yeah, I
obviously
didn't interact with him
Scottle's
much.
good. What is that? Timbuck? What? What is
Tembo
it?
Tusk.
Tembo Tusk. Yeah.
That's like I think the most popular one. Even
Yeah.
though iCamper has one now.
Yeah. Yeah, iCampers you can't attach to propane to. You got to lay it over a fire. Which is fine if fire's allowed.
They had the propane thing. I just didn't know how the tank attached.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was confused by. Because I looked under there and there was no propane thing, I thought.
I just don't know how it attaches. It might screw into the same way.
Oh, I gotcha. Who else did I like?
I'll mention one more.
Yeah.
One of my classes, there's like the chef guy.
The Tembo Tusk
And
chef?
he also has a company where he sells overlanding recipes. And that guy was like super cool. He knew like all of his stuff. He was really like cool with the kids and with all of our like weird questions. And he was just like a really nice guy. And he gave us stories about how he trained all these like high-end chefs in like Starbucks and stuff like that. It was like, he was really cool.
Yeah. It's the Tembo Tusk chef.
No, the chef in one of the classes.
Oh,
He does
okay.
the. I should know the name of his company, but he does. It's like, I don't know, out overlanding meals or camping meals, something like that. I'll have to look it up. But
Yeah.
he had great recipes. He let us try the food, and he was just like really good at his job.
Yeah. That's cool. Which class did you take? Cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Trip planning?
Yep.
What were the other ones?
And the kids thing.
The kids thing. Yeah. What did you learn most in trip planning that you didn't already know?
I learned more about paper maps and which ones are good.
Huh. That's not what I expected the answer to be. Why are paper maps good? Why are they better than let's even throw away Google Maps because obviously we know that's mainly about streets. But like, why better than a Garmin?
So I think it's more around the sort of ritual of the planning where
Yeah.
you can put it on a wall or put it out on a table, and then you can start to like put pins in it or write on it, and just like the physical act of planning something out or having something visible to you, like this is my dream trip or this is the trip that I really want to do, and start to just collect on the map, like that whole idea, and like which maps to use like as a paper map and have that like experience instead of just, you know, using Onyx or Gaia or those kinds of things which get you there, but they're not like that experience of interacting with a map that we kind of have lost because of those things.
Yeah.
That, like thinking about that and understanding how they do that or what like cool ways to do that, that really kind of opened my mind to like more than just the digital side, which was really cool. Like
Yeah.
my mind was expanded because of that.
That's cool. Was it the best map, the one they had at the Garmin stand?
One
The
of
red
those,
one- the red
yeah,
one?
and he had shown one of those, and he's like, "These are cool. You can't get them anymore." And I was like, "Oh, they have them at the Garmin stand. That's cool."
Yeah.
I almost wanted to buy one because of that. After being in that class,
Why did you buy it? Sure wasn't.
I think we
It
got
was
distracted
interesting that-
looking at the watch, and I just then forgot about it.
Yeah, the watch that I do not need. I don't know why I think I need a new watch. My watch is perfectly fine.
Do you have a question on there?
How are you holding like 3 scrun? Oh, how are you not holding like 3 sunscreens at all times? Have you known nothing? Oh, it's from my sister, who obviously knows how easily I burn. I was in a hurry. That's the only good answer I have. I was in a hurry, and I didn't grab all my camping boxes. That's why I don't have all my sunscreen. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate your support in calling me out on my sunscreen. Cheers. Maps thing is interesting. I never thought about that, like writing it down. You're right, because you get so like into like, oh, Google Maps, and I'm trying to zoom in and look at the satellite photo and find the road and, you know, see if I can put a pin there. If I can't put a pin there, if I can put a pin outside the road and see where the road actually is. Yeah.
Something about like laying it out and then just like, I'm going there, circle it.
Yeah.
And just like having it up on the wall of like, oh yeah, like, you know, I don't know. There's something about it that just seems really romantic to me, like in that sort of idea.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense. What was your biggest surprise?
I think just how many people are like camping here, and
Yeah, there are a lot of cars. There's at least...
The rigs that are here are like just blowing my mind that people have done, and like the things that they've figured out and put together, and I mean the money everyone has spent.
Yeah.
That was I knew it was going to be like that, but even knowing that, I was blown away.
Yeah.
What about
There's at least like, I don't know, 300 or 400 cars here.
It's a lot.
Probably more.
You should
Yeah,
take a video.
I'll try to do it
and
Insta
put that out
360
there.
and get my. They don't allow drones.
Because we should walk around anyway. You should see some of them.
Yeah.
You didn't get to see all of them.
Yeah. 300, 300 or 400 might be cutting it short. Biggest surprise.
That you made it?
Yes, that I made it is definitely the biggest surprise. I did not think I was going to make it yet. I was so worried because I do not like making commitments and breaking them to people. I was worried about upsetting you.
Oh, you don't do it without me.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
We'd always find another
venue. You don't make commitments and break them to people. Yeah, that I made it. It's the biggest surprise. You know, for the event, the type it is, less commercial, and I say this as we're not inside there with them, I would have expected like more events, social things, get-togethers.
Yeah, I just
Then
think
the
we
one
didn't
thing a day?
do them.
There's one thing a day. That's it.
There are more, but they're at like the booths.
Yeah,
We
but
just didn't- we
normally
didn't, like,
things
go to
like this have like everybody get together, not like, hey, go
I
to
see.
the Toyo booth or go to the.
That's true.
You know, it's just they do one thing a
Just one
day,
thing.
and all it really is a band playing and buy beer that you could have bought all day. There's nothing really special about it.
I see what you mean. Yeah, no, you're right.
I think they need. I've been to a lot of conferences, so I think they need something more special. I guess is kind of what I feel like. That was a surprise.
Makes sense.
The age was probably a surprise. I was expecting
people?
more younger people,
Oh.
more than there were. There were a good amount of young people, but I was just expecting more. I was expecting the younger people to, because of what overlanding is, and you know, it's easier to do at a younger age because you have less commitments, whatever, family. I expected more younger people, which there were a good amount. Just I expected more.
Yeah, makes sense. The range though was really good. Like it was everybody.
It was everybody.
We're getting like a storm coming in.
Yeah,
Here.
it is. Gray clouds.
There's some rain over there.
I was surprised by the hairdryer wind.
I told you it was coming.
It's terrible.
It'll die down.
Yeah, it feels good
After
right
the
now.
sun
It's
goes
perfect
down.
right now. I don't know. What else you got? Are you going to come back?
I want to.
Are you going to come back next year, or are you going to, like, do a gap year?
I'm going to come back next year.
Next year. Are you going to do it every year, then? Is that the plan?
I'd like to.
Are you going to go to more than just PNW?
I would like to go to another one just to see what
Would
it's
you go to
like.
West, or would you go all the way to East Coast just to see, like,
I don't know.
how
I'm going to
different
East
the
Coast.
East Coast is?
I'd do West or Mountain West.
West is in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Mountain West is Colorado?
Yes.
I would almost want to do East just to see how different East Coast is.
I mean, I would do East. It's not in my plans.
You know what would be fun if they did, like, Overland Expo backcountry. Like,
What-
and they went
that
to,
mean?
like, the boonies of Alaska. Like, you had to get there. Like, make it a thing to have to get
There'd
there.
be like 2 people.
What? That's what this is about.
Would you go?
Yes, hell yes. If they made it like, the problem is the infrastructure to support all the vendors, but you know what? Most of them have batteries. Most of them have solar. You can bring in porta potties. I just think that'd be really fun. Like, you gotta test your gear to get out to the event.
But what about the people that go there to buy the gear?
I mean, it doesn't have to be like super serious, like, you know, climb up Yosemite Falls or something, but like, you know, make it like more than pavement pounding.
It would be cool though to have an Alaska one.
Yeah.
No, I mean I dig your idea. I'm just worried about the business side of it for them.
Yeah. Take the money they make from this and the other 4 or 5 of them and say, hey, we're going to do this special event, Overland Expo Backcountry, surprise location, make it there. Like, and don't even say the
Like a
location.
challenge.
Yeah,
Make
like
it
a challenge. Like, don't even say the location
Yeah, I
until
like that,
like
actually.
3 or
I
4
like-
months away.
I like that idea. Like make it a challenge.
So people can't like
But it
prep, you know, all this stuff before and stage beforehand, you know, like, no, make it a challenge.
but would it still be an expo or would you call it something else?
You'd have to call it something else.
Okay.
It wouldn't be an expo.
That makes sense then. Then I back this idea.
Yeah. That would be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing is just the whole YouTube crew. I mean, I was putting them out left and right,
You were. Yep.
spotting them.
I need to make friends with some of them.
I need like a, like birders have their book of birds.
There you got your book of YouTubers.
I'm like with my binoculars, like got one.
You know, I was surprised at how many were on one wheels. Like every third one you spotted, they were on a one wheel. It's a weird observation, isn't it?
That is a weird observation.
But do you notice that now?
Could have been the same one over and over again.
Oh, maybe. Are you going to bring your kids and wife next year?
I don't know if they'd like it.
I
I
think
think it might be boring for them
I think
because they're not like obsessed like I am.
I think the kids would like it for like,
They could play with other kids.
well, and they'd like it for like 4 hours, like see all the cool trucks and cars.
Yeah,
but,
they
like,
could touch stuff and sit and stuff.
But oh, that is one thing that worth pointing out. Like, you go to SEMA, you can't touch anything.
Oh, really?
You cannot touch anything. I mean, maybe you go to the Overland side of it, you can touch stuff. But, like, so many of the cars are, like,
Prototypes.
well, prototypes or, I mean, you can get in, like, you go to Toyota's booth or Lexus booth or whatever, you can get in the cars. Their job's to sell you a car. But, like, the show cars, like, you cannot,
$5 million
you
concept.
cannot get anywhere near them. And maybe touch is the wrong word, like,
Sit in.
you can't lean near the thing, you know?
No.
So it'll be roped off and stuff like that.
So you like can't even get close.
No.
I've never been to SEMA, so I have no idea.
Yeah, you should go just to see it for once.
Here they're just like, yeah, go in.
And there's
get
a lot of fake stuff at SEMA, like I was telling you.
Well,
like
you checked out the.
Today there was a Tundra. They put the exhaust like right here, out the side, and I was like, that's got to be fake. They faked it, you know, and he's like, oh no, it's all charred up like exhaust. I'm like, yeah, you just like take a torch to it. They
I have
can
more
char it
faith in humanity than you do.
And so like I have to crawl under the thing. I'm like, let's see if this is really real. It was real. They really connected it. But like, you know, sometimes those show cars, they just fake that stuff. Make it look cool. Then it has dumps on it and it doesn't really have exhaust going out the back because they couldn't get it over a frame or something. You know, it's there to look like it actually is there.
Do you think they did that for ground clearance issues or like departure?
I don't know why you do that on that truck. No.
Do you have good departure with that hanging down?
It's a fair question. No.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, maybe that could be a reason.
Yeah.
Should have asked, but
Yeah.
I don't think the owner was around.
I saw no other Tundras with that, so I feel like that's a non-issue.
You think it was just to be cool?
Yeah, I think it was really sick.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Because it looked like a Harrier jet exhaust or something.
Yeah, it was cool. That was, I think it was Fab Fours, Fab Tech. I think it was their booth.
Fab Tech was definitely a sticker on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was their booth. This guy's got a big tent.
Don't look at other people's big tents.
Yeah. Get jealous of people's big tents.
You gotta deal with that issue. I don't care. I'm confident in what my tent size is.
Yeah. Would you say it's an average?
Below average,
But you're confident in it?
but comfortable. It's comfortable.
It fits just right?
Yeah.
All right.
What else?
I don't know.
Any final thoughts? Would you come back
Yes.
every year?
To hang out with you, yes.
Oh,
Well,
that's all part of it. That's what I'm saying too.
yeah. To hang out with you, friends.
I think we'll make more friends.
I hope we make more friends. I hope next year I come back and Overglamping is somewhat more known, so it's easier to make friends and approach people like the Johnny guy we talked to. He was super chill. I like talking to him.
And we get invited to Marco's dinner.
Yeah. We should tag him in this somehow. At Marco, can I have your dinner, please? But even like the SEMA thing, I was like, I'm not an every year kind of guy. I'm like a every 2 to 3 years. Just because, like I said, that thing's commercial. I feel like not much changes every year. So, no, I would not come back just for the show every year.
Yeah, not for the show.
I wanna
It's more
try
for
to-
just the, like this,
Yeah.
the experience of hanging out. Yeah, I want to see like some new stuff and like talk to the people that are in this industry. But I'm not coming to like buy something every year.
Yeah.
Maybe a T-shirt every year. That's about it. You can get some patches or something.
What we should do is block off, Lincoln's calendar. We need his email address.
Yeah, we should do that.
And block off Garrison's calendar.
Yep.
And anybody else. I don't know whoever's overlanding. Ed. Ed almost came.
Scott.
And, I think it'll be more fun with a bigger group of people.
No, you need to get a crew together.
Yeah.
I mean, now we've scoped it out. We know the deal. We can explain it. Get people hyped.
Yeah. I definitely think it's a thing that you could do, at least how it is today, unless you want to go to a lot of classes. You can do it in a day.
But I also think...
Like, I would much rather come for a day and then go out and overland.
I'd rather do it the opposite.
Go out and overland and come for a day?
I'd like to do some stuff on the way down.
Yeah, that's fine. Either way.
Oh, okay.
Either way. Like, I almost feel fake being here. Like you're at an Overland
Well,
Expo.
you're new with your truck.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That'll go away.
That was my other surprise. I just thought of it. Rough Country's not here.
Oh yeah, that is weird. An Icon.
And Icon. But Icon was supposed to be here. We saw one Icon vehicle. I think they had a logistical mishap. That's my guess.
It is weird that Rough Country's not.
It is weird. Because they're trying to break into that market, I thought. I mean, it's kind of why I have a Rough Country lift kit. Maybe they need vehicles to show up to their shows. Just saying, Rough Country.
I mean, like they always get such a bad rap online. But I feel like if they
They used to be the budget company. Like, that's where they started.
But
they're breaking out of
there's
that.
no shame in that. Like,
No.
if you are what you are. But
I don't think
feel
they're
like
that anymore, though.
Coming here to show, like, hey,
We'll legitimize it.
we have good stuff. Here's our good stuff. Here's why
Yeah.
you should work with us on building your stuff. I think that would go a long way.
Yeah, it would. I totally agree with you. I think they should have been here. So that was a surprise. And I think now that they came out with their Vertex line, that, they have some pretty good stuff that's bad to the bone. We'll see if it holds up the test of time. But
And also, on that note, too, like, Yakima is huge. But they just had the tiny booth.
tiny
They didn't have
booth.
any merchandise.
Nothing to sell.
Barely had...
Almost everybody here is doing show deals. And, like, I was like, okay, do they have the canopy? He didn't have the canopy. I'm like, okay, it's a big canopy. But yeah, the what is their water thing called?
Road shower.
Road shower. It's like, really? Like, you didn't bring any tin cans with you to sell? That was weird.
Yeah, they just felt kind of like half-assed.
Yeah.
Because I
felt
think
like
they
the guys
want to
that-
get in on this.
Yeah, I felt like the guys that showed up and were running the booth, like, those were their cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was all just kind of like, for such a big company, it was kind of a poor...
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, it's the truth. It seemed like a poor showing for them.
Yeah. Yeah, if they want to get into it, like, not be the manufacturer of ski racks and bike racks.
Yeah. I mean, even Renogy, which you don't necessarily equate with overlanding, they had a huge
RV.
presence.
Yep.
Yeah, they're more RV.
Yeah.
I have Renogy stuff,
Yeah. Well, you had RV.
but I have more experience in that. But they are making a push, and they're doing it right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be back next year with a bigger crew. What does Lincoln have? He has a Tacoma?
Yeah.
Who's Scott? What does Scott have?
He used to be in the overlanding business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd he get out?
His partner bailed.
Oh. What does he drive?
He has a Yukon. with
Set up for
top 10.
overlanding?
Not yet. He's working on it. And he's also building an old Winnebago van
That's sick.
RV. He like has it like lifted on like giant tires, and it's super sweet. But he has a lot of work to do on
Have
that.
you gone with him before?
No.
Oh.
But he's really cool.
He
And
lives-
He would totally come.
He lives where we live?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this van or this Yukon.
And you got to see it. It's sweet. Maybe he'll be far enough along next year we can bring it. Should be awesome.
Yeah. Ed has the van. I don't know what that van
Garrison
is.
has a van.
Yeah, Garrison has a Sprinter and an Outback.
Oh, talk about the Outback stuff.
What about it?
You investigated that?
Yeah, Rally Tech, stopped by their booth. They were super nice. But the one guy, what was his name? Dolan, I think? He was the guy that asked the question about older Outbacks, because Garrison has an 06. And there's apparently some special considerations with it. So, somebody else is here. So yeah, they were helpful.
That was cool.
Yeah, I like them.
Do you think he's going to get the... Garrison should get the lift.
He should. I was hoping that I would just show up and it would be there. And then I could just say, hey man, you owe me like $400 because it's a spacer lift. Mm-hmm. And here's your lift. When are you coming overlanding with us?
Yeah.
I did send him the picture of the Outback that had the like the decked kit, whatever it is, the thing with the bed on top. And he said, "Oh yeah, that looks pretty awesome."
That would be sweet.
I almost have the hook on him.
Well, then we met one of the exhibitors who built out his Subaru, and why he was invited.
Yeah, Johnny Walker.
While we were getting the pizza.
Johnny Walker's.
Johnny Walker.
I think he did say Johnny Walker on his Instagram.
Yeah.
His name was something to Rome. What was it? Ready to Rome? Go to Rome. Go, the number 2, Rome, I think was his name.
I forget.
We're
I
out
thought
to
it
Rome.
was built to Rome, but
No, it's
no,
not built.
It's not built to Rome.
Yeah. Yeah, he was nice.
I had tough questions for him that he couldn't answer.
That is a lot of work. Converting a right-hand drive Legacy wagon
New engine.
to
Board it out.
left-hand drive. The engine's the easy part, but like,
How do you even convert that? That's crazy.
and then deciding that after you convert it, you want to turn it into Overland vehicle. Like, he's seriously like a masochist.
Well, then he like put a hammock on the roof and with like
Yeah, that was sick though.
water sprayers
I like.
to keep you cool.
It's like a show. All the sprayers just shooting
Yeah.
up while you
I'm
sit
like,
down.
where were you today when I needed you? I sit in the hammock with the
Could you
sprayers.
Spray me with some sunscreen, please.
Yeah, we need that. That's what we need. Is like a car wash sunscreen.
When you walk in here,
It sprays you down and then it
just
has
put
things
put
that's
put it at the entrance and like dollar
yeah.
fee
It sprays on and then slathers as you walk through.
with the little wavy things.
Then
like they got at the car wash.
your legs would be fine
Yeah, that's not going to be good tomorrow.
because it wouldn't slathered by the brushes.
Oh, all
$1
right.
million idea right there.
It would work a lot better down south. I got nothing else to say about this joint. It's fun. These rigs are sick. You got anything else?
Agree.
All right, more whiskey. I finished mine. You're behind, man. Look it.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Talk to you later.